we're going to spend a few moments here. Hopefully this is going to be the last run for the day. I needed some sunshine because I really just started feeling like not so motivated. So originally this was going to be positioned as some motivation, but then that led me to thinking about like, okay, so motivation should be like what what you should have gratitude for already. That should be enough motivation, right? And also like the sneak peeks into the upcoming. But I don't know like what's the deal? Maybe it's I don't know what's the deal. So I thought maybe I could just use a little bit of sunshine and coffee and it'll make me hit the ground running. And I don't even know if that's really gonna do it, really. But we'll see, we'll see. Fountain Tarot, we're going to reposition it as some encouragement. Okay, just to get through it gracefully. Not just to get through it, but gracefully. So angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, my work, health, wellness, my essence, and that of my children's. So, some encouragement, okay? Because I don't know, I was feeling crabby. Just like, I don't know. Because at the same time, I rethought about my reading before, and I knew it was correct. But people would say I'm absolutely crazy for saying something. Because, oh, look, it has a yellow butterfly that flew right over me. My car, anyway. So that's a good thing, right? But, yeah, no buts, okay? I don't know. People would think I'm crazy. Like, are you trying to get yourself kicked out? It's not that. Sometimes you don't know what you're included in or what you're volunteered into or what's going on. Sometimes you don't really know what's going on until like there's one shift, there's one change, and like the truth comes out about like everything because people are so used to things being the same, things being familiar, and also everybody in the same boat of resistant to change. Not everybody, but you know, like key figures. So, I don't know. Like, I'm the new girl, so, but this is not my only time at the rodeo. Rodeo. Am I supposed to channel that song? Anyway, so it's some encouragement, okay? I have to stop questioning if I'm doing something wrong or if I'm not doing enough. Dude, I just don't feel well right now. So, just some encouragement. Rather than, like, it could be worse, you know. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, this is nice. Okay. So, we did some heavy lifting. Okay. Whatever your situation is, as well as mine, we've done some heavy lifting in the past, in the recent past, etc. We did our deliveries. We did certain, I don't even want to call them chores or tasks. They were much more than that. We carried out some things that were very, very heavy. So we're coming back from, like, just from that era of having to show up for those things, okay? And we're already coming back with, oh, that's sweet. We're already coming back with grace, okay? It's a lighter load. That's some encouragement. Something we should already, like, we're already thankful for this, but it's just a sneak peek, but like under the covers, almost like what we've already covered. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay. Very good. Very good. Some encouragement to get through, for us to get through it gracefully. because I, I don't know if I started thinking about maybe that's one of their strategies to kind of have me kick myself out of the group. You know, like, you just never know. People have strategies, but that's besides the point. That's how you become a pawn. You just focus on your own moves. That's all, baby. That's all. So I already thought of ways to, immediately after that reading, I already thought of at least one major way to correct the issue. The creative problem solving is also hits several areas of resolving some controlled mishaps that had happened within that grouping. And I'm not going to divulge it all. I'm just going to do it. And then I'm just going to say, hooray, it's done on the next run. So it's going to help alleviate the tension, because I'll already be that way, that much further, saying, okay, the work's already done. Okay, so, you know, you can enjoy your time off now, that kind of thing. I can move with it gracefully. Like, it comes naturally, but I think it comes to it comes as a shock to me, how rude, how callous, how ugly, how cruel people can be, not just on an individual basis, but more so a group basis. And, you know, I'm not looking to become that. I just know that when I was bullied during my summer vacations at the babysitter, that I didn't really start standing up for myself until I saw it happen to my younger sister. And I was like, oh, hell no, it's not going to happen to more than one person, for sure. I'm not going to just let it like happen right before my eyes. And so it started off with that, setting the tone in whatever way I needed to, okay? And it was effective, okay? I did that first for her and then for myself. That's what happened. So if that's how life motions itself today, that's one option the divine is telling me I can go with. If they leave you no other option, then so be it. If that's the way they learn, if that's the way they digest, you know. So anyway, moving on. Excuse me. Anything else that you want to say, Spirit? This is room for encouragement. Again, getting through things gracefully. So even as I was fighting this other girl, you know, she was actually younger than me. How crazy is that? By maybe like 2 to 4 years. So when it came to like physical fighting, I did it like almost like an angel, like how I didn't even think about it back then, but rewinding my thoughts back to it, it was done with just emphasis. Not like I was like completely raging out, but I did enough to keep her like, that's it, okay? I'm not having any more of this. I'm not, no. So, yeah, that's what had happened. So, it's just strange because that's how I've seen in pictures, in my more adult years, pictures of, angels in, fight mode. Straight face, just kind of like poker face, you know? So, anyway, encouragement. Angels, what do you want to say? Angels of light and love. Encouragement to get through these things gracefully. what opened up to the Ace of Wands again in reverse is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, the wonderful thing about this is that in being a leader, you set the tone, because we're at this point in life when we're positioned in, even if it's not super announced out there, if the intention is for you to become a leader, not just become a better leader, but position already as a leader, it may not be announced or whatever. Methods are not to be questioned here, because even if you're not announced as a leader, there's so much more respect in that, because they believe that you can actually do the job, and they want to see you do it kind of incognito to the crowd. They know that you can step up to the plate. They know you can do these things. They want to see what the true dynamic is when the appointed leaders step out of the picture, how other people are to digest the energy of what leadership is without it being announced. So there's like a knock at the door, you know? People answer it or they freaking don't. Okay, the one that's kind of left in charge, like the oldest kid, you know, in this house, let's say, if they don't come up and answer the door, if they, you know, it's very telling. This is a really cool case study that that these leaders have put together here. So, like, I know I'm in a safe spot, and I know I'm not supposed to abuse it, and it's nothing that I would do in that case. So that's the reason why this is so. But they do want me to take advantage of the learning situation and encourage others to learn outside of their own boxes. So this is kind of like dismantling those boxes here. Okay. And what were we going to say? There's something more to this. Okay, yeah, as standing in leadership, in putting your wand down, okay, in putting our wand down, like, we're not going to work on, what is it? I forget what defense and offense is. I guess offense. We're not going to play on offense, okay? So that it motions the environment to be defensive, okay? If they're going to be defensive, they're going to be defensive, but it's not going to be on your call, okay? That's going to be on their own accounts, okay? We're going to let the energy dictate itself, okay? So, even as they are, you know, like in the past couple of days, how they've attacked me, I don't know if all of them have, but I know for sure 3 of them have. And so we'll cross that bridge when it comes to that, if it does again, okay? But for right now, we set the tone, we put the wand down, and we know that we're supported, which means that from the higher-ups, which means that they're going to motion along those methods as well, because we have to be, like, we have to have a united front on this. And it's not a front, it's just coming in together, like first, what do you call it? First responders. So with that, we're going to have that natural support, which means that this is interdependent play in putting down all of those wands. In fact, it's not just putting down the wand, so it's not an inactive mode. It's action oriented in assistance in dismantling the boxes. So it's not just me doing this. This is group work. This is interdependent work. Okay. So encouragement and gracefully getting through things like this. Let's say, okay, you're failing health, you're or someone in the family like has cancer or this and that. Everybody has their constructs of beliefs of what should happen, things to unfold, how to battle it, how to do this and that. So it's just, I feel like the person that's actually going through it is the one that is appointed naturally, like volunteered in as the leader. Yeah. So they have to work through all of these constructs of a variety of caretakers. And that's a complex thing to digest, and that the particular illness or ailment or whatever that someone's going through is a challenge in itself, that already motions one to go through character development. So when we're looking at all the figures in our lives where we have to say our goodbyes, or sift through the finalization of our final group, when we get better or this and that, we're looking at a prospective future, one that promotes peace, okay? That positions everyone in a peaceful, like, state of mind, okay? That's what I'm looking at here. Okay, so we got those. Those are good. So moving things, so in that realm where someone's not feeling so good, excuse me, whew, it's hot. Hotter, excuse me. So in that way, encouragement, that's what we're talking about. Someone had asked. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, it's providing peace of mind. So, and moving at things gracefully, through it with grace. It's just looking at the end goal in mind, regardless of how we feel about it in our current state. The perspective view is hopeful. So we're going to approach it like we're going to successfully move through that and achieve that, grab it and say, that's ours. That's our prize. Okay. We have all contributors here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I totally felt like my boss there for a second. That was interesting. She's definitely graceful. Anything else that you want to say before I move on? 17:57 on the clock. All right, some encouragement to move through things, to get through things gracefully. I got through a few things gracefully today. Death in reverse, King of Coins, and Three of Swords. This is wonderful, actually. This is great. It's moving away from heartbreak, being absolutely productive about our situation. Like, what can you do? Well, you can do the most without fully exerting yourself. Like, you can still be seated and super productive, okay? I get that some people are bound to wheelchairs, or whether that's temporary or a sense of permanence within this lifetime. There's something about that here. But there's definitely some transformation up ahead. Some changes, some massive changes are about to happen. And some are actually recuperating. Give me a second. Okay. So, it's hot. Okay. This is good, though. I really needed to feel the sun because it was so cold in the house. Different kinds of energies there. So, some people are definitely recovering. This is a rebirth for them because it looks like a womb right here, out of the void, like out of nowhere. It's as though something just struck us. But they're just saying just to keep motioning forward, okay? That progressive point of view, despite our situation, is kind of a key element. Like, the situation is a contributor because it's like, what is it? It's a true test of character when you're put in like a very raw, tough situation. So this is very telling, truth telling, based on the conditions. Oh, I'm hearing Stormy Weather by Etta James. I don't know why. But this is very truth telling. So it's this, instead of having to over explain ourselves, the context of our situation is already very telling. So the character development is not something that we have to prove, it's already proven. It's more of the reader, the person on the outskirts, the person, those that our environment that we have to interface with. It's within their, how do I say it? It's it's more what were we saying about that? It's more for them to it's more of a, how do I say it? It's a challenge more for them to be able to read between the lines, to look more into the face value of what they see upon every interaction. Okay, so that's what we bring to the table, inadvertently. Yeah, that just goes along with the package. So this is very abundant. Even seeing the death card here. Okay, I'm gonna pull last card here. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords. Why is that? Temperance in reverse. So there is kind of like stress. Stress is only caused from imbalances internally, okay? Or not knowing what to do with, like not believing in yourself as far as being an alchemist. Like you have one. Talk about temperance, dude. So yeah, there was that was weird. The phone shut off because it got overheated after talking about temperance and how we get like the pitfalls basically of stressing out. Like the main causation of that, being in like that mode, is from imbalances. And okay, what I was trying to say was that it's like being the star card, okay? Knowing that our lifeline is already within us. Our sense of hope is already within us because we just have 2 cups in and it's kind of emptying out, kind of sobering up. And this is a blend of the messaging that I got in transit, based on the song that was channeled in. So it's having 2 cups, like one from a world that we know of and one from like a different world. In fact, there's a TV episode called A Different World. So some of you might relate to that. It was from way back when, like in the 90s or 2000s anyway. I think the 90s. And anyway, the song that came on after this shut off was Drive by Incubus. And something that struck a chord with me, one of the lyrics was whatever, oh shoot, what was it? Something about whatever comes tomorrow, I'll be there, But then it was weird. The weirdest thing about it was, would you choose water over wine, hold the wheel and drive? And it was so strange to me because, so some of you need to detox, okay? You already know that, and or they told me to tell you that, okay? So there's that, and so it's refortifying that, knowing that there's a star, already within you. Your lifeline is already within you. That it's all about your intentions, and that's where your lifeline is breaking it down to that main core belief system. What are your intentions? with yourself, basically. So this is there's a humbling effect in this, or you know that this is an abundant card and you can turn it right up. Okay, overcome these things, succeed in this challenge. So the Seven of Wands here, it's almost like so this is done with gracefulness. It's almost like pickup sticks where you drop like all of these little plastic sticks and then you have to pick one without like moving the others while they're compiled on each other. It's kind of like that, but navigating through that footsteps wise. So there's a sense of agility that's built into this once temperance is resolved, for sure. Five of Cups, but it's all about saying goodbye to like old times. Okay. So, anything else that you want to speak of, Spirit, with regards to this? Because we're not going to end on that note. Like, what's going on? Like, it feels so weird to me. I don't even know how to describe it. There's so many things on my list right now, and there's only a fraction that I'm concerned about right now, which is the way it should be. Things are naturally coming to me as far as what I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to verbalize them right now. I can check them off the list after they are done. But before I do them, I'm not supposed to within this phase. So some encouragement on that. What is it's so strange. Like I don't even I've been told several times by the committee, but like the boards, all of that everything, like Tina, everything is just chill out. Just chill out. You are like the most uptight one in our group. That's what they're saying. One of the most, anyway. But again, I feel like I'm the newest as well, so they understand. So that's why it's kind of funny, and the way they have to kind of tame me. Okay, I get it. We have Four of Wands and Four of Coins in reverse. See right there. I don't know if you can see it, and then King of Swords in reverse right here. Queen of Swords also right peeking right there. So there's going to be like a lot of, I don't know, initially I got a lot of slander here, because it's just like card right there, okay, but this is kind of broken down. So it's time to play ball, okay, and know how to move things, like speak with grace and tact, okay? That's what you are going to do, Tina, because you are so good at that. If you have received any flat out accolade, it's your communication skills. It's your ability to relay through a variety of ways, and also reach into people's feels, not just their logic, in conveying a message. It's thorough. There may be some quirks in the way you communicate, but for sure, you lay down the foundations and it's time to play ball. So you can do this. You can definitely come up against it, even though it may look like there's some fragmenting here. Okay? So that's what we got there. They're just reassuring that, you know what, you can do this, you can move through this gracefully. Okay? There's enough time to allow for this. So do not feel rushed in your endeavors, in your experiences. That is the clear emphasis, is what the board wants to convey. Yeah, it's a different kind of board, because usually there's a rush on certain things. But I guess for our particular case study, or mine, because it's zeroed out here, 11:22 is on the clock, 30:03 on the timer. Last words on that. Okay. I think that's it. Just believe in that, and you're good to go. Like, I have, like, what, 950 videos or something like that? Dude, I've got a lot of practice. This is not something that just came overnight. I've been working towards this without even realizing it. That's what they're saying. And just go at it. Yeah. I believe that's what it is. Okay. We're going to get at this. I got my sun. I got my coffee. I got the cat cleaned up and fed. My binders, my primary binders in order. Now there's some other things to be done. Some laundry. And there's more things, but anyway, that was the gist of it. Okay, all right, just running through my head with, like, what happened. What happened so far? Got good sleep, decent sleep, took a shower. Yeah, got my younger son to do his laundry. Okay, and then we have 8 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, okay. So this is Temperance, moving along just fine. Yeah, this is definitely getting out of, this is finding the calm, finding the clearing in, like, swampy land. So there's no brush that's keeping, like, the boat from moving on. Like, the calm doesn't mean stagnation. There's a lot of brush hidden underwater, but we've found an area to pass through. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, so this is the last piece of it. The bottom of the deck is the Star in reverse. Excellent. Hope is within us, and it's revived. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, and Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. So again, this is saying to lower your guard, treat yourself, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, know that you are not lacking, and you're just going to get through it. You're going to get through it, not just fine, not just okay. It's going to be awesome. Just know that, okay? That's what's up. Okay, that is all for now. Okay, all right. I feel like we can close out with that. Yeah. Trust in yourself, honey. I do. Okay. Trust in yourself more than you do with the extras in this world. Okay. They're just like, it's like a motion picture. Okay. So just go with it. I like that. You know, it's Spirit just saying you're a good Ad-Libber. You can feel out the environment. You've proven yourself to adapt well, and there's not much left to say. Just have fun with it, okay? Don't let it get you down. Don't let anyone get you down. I have to say that there are certain concepts out there that do make me sad. It's not the actual people, but it's just the knowledge, the experience that there are certain sentience out there that carry that weight. It's very sad. It can be very disruptive, but all the more reason, all the more practice to keep, set the tone, reform, etc. So anyway, this is all good. Now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors and supporters to have donated light and love. It is appreciated. So upon closing this portal in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close these portals in this reading. Now.